You're staring into the eyes of a creature that has been patrolling our oceans for 16 million years. It doesn't need to learn how to hunt, it's born to kill. Today, we're breaking down the great white shark, not just the movie monster, but the biological marvel. From her hunting range to her terrifying reproductive secrets, we are peeling back the layers of the ocean's most efficient killer. 16 million. Let that massive number really sink in for a second. That is how many years this creature has been patrolling our oceans. While other species have come, gone, or had to drastically evolve just to survive, the great white, well, she stood the test of time. Over 16 million years of evolution means it doesn't need to learn how to hunt. It is literally born to kill. You know, there's a massive gap between the Hollywood movie monster we've all seen on screen and the true evolutionary biological marvel that's actually out there in the deep. And in this explainer, we're going to bridge that gap. We are peeling back the layers of the ocean's absolute most efficient killer, looking at everything from her expansive hunting range to her, frankly, terrifying reproductive secrets. Okay, let's dive into this. Are you ready to see what's under the hood? Because we are about to plunge directly into the physical specs of this incredible apex predator and break down exactly how her engine operates. Section 1. Size and appetite. The eating machine. So, how much can a great white actually eat? Well, like any massive machine, they require serious fuel. A single large meal can actually sustain a shark for weeks at a time. But here's the kicker. Their massive prey capabilities mean they can effortlessly take down prey as huge as a fully grown fur seal, or in some cases, even small whales. Just the sheer strength required to grapple with marine mammals of that size is absolutely staggering. And when they strike that massive prey, they hit with an unbelievable 4,000 pounds per square inch of bite force. To put that into perspective for you, they don't chew. They don't have flat molars like we do. With 4,000 psi backing up rows of serrated teeth, they just saw through flesh and bone like a hot knife through butter. It's a catastrophic amount of localized pressure designed to end any struggle immediately.
Now look at the sheer volume of this intake. Just imagine a creature that can swallow 10% of its own massive body weight in one single feast. For an animal that can weigh several thousand pounds, we are literally talking about hundreds of pounds of meat consumed in one sitting. It's an absolute biological furnace.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how wild that scale is. Swallowing 10% of its body weight is like an average human sitting down and eating a 20-pound burger in one single sitting. No way, right? It's viscerally shocking to our human biological limits, but for the great white, that's just a regular Tuesday. Moving on to Section 2, the hunt, calculated precision.
Okay, so we've looked at the engine, now let's look at the navigation system. These sharks aren't mindless wanderers. They're highly precise, calculated travelers. Their hunting range is just massive. Some of these sharks travel over 12,000 miles in a single year, crossing entire oceans. They're navigating the vast abyss of the deep blue with absolute intention. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how they actually pull that off. To cover 12,000 miles successfully, they use highly specialized biological hardware called the Ampullae of Lorenzini. Basically, these are electroreceptor sensors, think of them like biological antennae, used to detect the tiny, minute electric fields generated by muscle movements. Every time a living creature moves a muscle, even just a heartbeat, it generates a tiny electrical field. And the great white is tuned into that exact frequency. Let's break down the step-by-step physics of this hunt. Step 1, your muscle movement generates an electric field. Step 2, those Ampullae of Lorenzini sensors detect the fields. And Step 3, the shark strikes, even in zero visibility. So the crucial point to remember here is this. If you're in the water, your muscles are broadcasting your exact location. The shark knows exactly where you are, whether it's pitch black or murky water. It's not about luck for them. It's purely about physics. Which brings us to Section 3, the secret life, birth, and survival. This brings us to what is perhaps the most shocking part of the great white, its ruthless biological assembly line. Great whites are what's known as ovoviviparous. It's a truly bizarre and fascinating reproductive secret. The eggs actually hatch inside the mother, and the pups are born alive directly into the ocean. So no delicate egg cases left lying on the ocean floor. They are protected internally, right up until the very moment of live birth. But here is the crazy part. The moment they're born alive, these babies are already 5 feet long. They come out fully armed with teeth, and they are ready to hunt the exact moment they hit the water. There is absolutely no parenting, no nurturing, no hunting lessons from mom, none. They enter the ocean as miniature, fully weaponized killers operating entirely on instinct. I mean, can you imagine the extreme survival pressure these pups face? You are quite literally born into a world that's trying to eat you. From the exact second they hit the water, they are entirely on their own. The ocean is incredibly unforgiving, and even a 5-foot-long predator is on the menu for larger ocean life. That survival pressure is immediate, and it is relentless.
And that leads us to Section 4. Conclusion: the master of the deep.
When you look at the entire picture we've built in this explainer today, from the sheer tonnage of food they consume to the incredible physics-based tracking systems, right down to the brutal reality of their birth, the great white stands alone as the ultimate survivor. I want to leave you with this really resonant quote from our source material. She isn't just a fish, she is the heartbeat of the ocean. As an apex predator, she is a vital, indispensable evolutionary marvel, keeping the ocean's delicate balance in check.
So, armed with this new understanding of her incredible biological engineering, I have one final question for you. If you had to face one, would you respect the power or run for the shore? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. We absolutely love hearing how these explainers shift your perspective. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to Wildlife Essence so you never miss our next deep dive into the marvels of the natural world. Stay curious, and we'll see you next time.